Yo, what's going on? Episode 36, back at it again with the Mixing Pot Podcast. It's your boy Drewski here with Chef Tariq.
Gang, what's up?
And our special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely, I am simply Sara.
Hold on.
Well, I was actually going to say something. Hold on. Before you even introduce yourself. Kayla's not here, y'all. Let's just put that out there. Kayla's not here, alright?
Kayla is sick today.
So, Kayla... She's not here, so, it's me, Tariq, and our lovely special guest. I should have introduced it differently. Tariq, how are you?
I'm fine.
And for our lovely guest, go ahead and introduce yourself.
He didn't want to mansplain me, y'all. It's okay.
Gosh, like what? Come on.
My name is Sara Lopes. I go by simply Sara. I wear a couple of different hats in the community. Providence born and Providence bred.
Yep.
Cape Verdean lineage. Shout out to all my Cape Verdeans out there. Probably African American too, and probably African. Definitely one of those Cape Verdeans that identify as African. And I'm a proud mom, an entrepreneur, a consultant. Like I said, I wear a lot of hats.
She does everything.
I'm Cape Verdean. You're supposed to do a lot of things.
That's the applause.
Welcome, Tyler. Welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. And it was Drew's idea, so.
Yeah, like this is me.
It was Drew's idea. I had Zay on last week. What do you want me to do? I already had someone penciled in, like.
Because Zay was flaking.
That's my family, y'all.
It is. I understand. It's okay. Like, she's here now.
That's crazy. Anyway, that's besides the point. We are going to... I could feel you just eyeing me on the side, Drew. Anyway, we are going to be getting into our drink of the day. We have a wonderful drink for you today, and I am hoping to redeem myself from Sex in the Driveway.
That was a long time ago. I mean, you've had plenty of other drinks.
I mean, I did knock it out the park with those Pisco Sours, though.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Where are you getting your recipes from?
I usually look them up.
It's like now I'm lying. So we get them offline.
I think
we get them offline.
I think that's just the one I just remember because that was just the worst one.
Nah, so I made this wonderful drink. Like they just are lying on me right now, and it was called like it was a remix to Sex on the Beach, and it was Sex in the Driveway because sometimes like you just can't wait to get in the house, so you just gotta do it in the driveway. You feel me? So like it was an
You know the rings that look to your car, right? You never heard that?
Mm-mm. If you have sex in the car?
Why are you pointing at
Especially the unsanctified type.
Mm-hmm.
With some spirit you ain't even get to know yet.
No doubt.
I'm here for the Lord. Don't look at me.
We're looking.
But anyway, what we're gonna be making is a beautiful Caribbean rum punch. That's pretty much what it is. I have the Haitian Babincourt rum that we had from a couple shows before. I also have some Bacardi, some white rum, so that's going to be also utilized within this drink. Also is paired with orange juice, a little bit of lime juice, some cherry grenadine, and maraschino cherries. So I'm going to get up and show you guys how to make it. All right.
But Nazir, make sure you get his doing his drink right now. You know, why are you? You really
So much pressure he's putting on himself.
You good there? Like
Yeah, man. I haven't done this shit since school, bro. All right.
you make drinks like all the time on here.
All right. So what we're gonna start off with is we have our shaker filled with ice already, because we want our drink nice and cool. You know what I mean? We don't want no hot ass drink. Who's drinking hot ass drinks out here? Come on, let's get with it. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with our shaker. We're gonna take our orange juice. No pulp. None at all. Anyway, we're gonna
branding the Price Right orange juice?
Yeah, we got to.
That's nice.
This is all these. This is all. Yo, she getting our sponsors mixed up. That's crazy. So what's it called? We're gonna take 1 1/2 and we're gonna just measure it to the top, all right? Always measure it to the top. That's what my lovely friends here on the Mixing Pot podcast taught me.
Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna take one of those, and then we're gonna take the lime juice, and we are going to take 1/2. 1/2, everybody. Just remember, it's 1/2, not one whole. 1/2. Take that, fill it to the top with lime juice. Oh yeah, this is gonna taste like wonderful. I already know this is gonna be like the best drink ever. You're gonna be like Sex in the Driveway. Who? What? Exactly. Then take your cherry grenadine. This is the magic right here. If you guys haven't seen all of my drinks that I ever make on this show, it always has grenadine on it. Why? Because I'm on the verge of being a diabetic. This is all I love. I love grenadine, especially with the Shirley Temples. Remember the Shirleys? Shirley's dirty Shirleys that I made. Those were fire.
That's what I was like.
Drew will be issuing a public
No cap.
apology to all diabetics later.
I will. Thank you.
It's okay, go ahead. Fix it.
I don't want to be canceled. Don't cancel us, please. Anyway, we're gonna fill that up.
Pause. For half a day.
Deadass. We're gonna put that in there. All right. So now what we have in here is the lime juice. We have the orange juice. We have our grenadine, and now we're gonna put our liquor. The best part, right? Now some people like a little liquor, some people like a lot. You know what I mean? It just depends on your preference. So for me today, I'm gonna go a little heavy-handed. You feel me? Because it's been a long week. It's hump day. You know, we had to handle work Monday, Tuesday. We got to Wednesday. Now it's your time to like kind of let just take a chill off. You feel me? Friday's almost here. The day after tomorrow, you'll be chilling. So like,
I mean,
just get a little.
my week starts tomorrow, so.
I know. But you're gonna wanna just fill that up to the top.
Did he say he was going hard and he did a half a shot?
Hold on, we're gonna put more. We're gonna put more. It's
Why did you pour on the half shot? Why don't you
hold on. This is who's making the drink.
Drew would piss off every Cape Verdean right now with that little.
Go. And look, we're gonna take our Babencourt after we're done with the Bacardi. Have you ever had this?
Poured it twice.
Before? You've had this plenty of times?
No,
So the Haitian
I have not. Is it a spiced rum or it's just a dark rum?
No, it's just a dark rum. Yeah. All right, you're gonna just to not piss off the Cape Verdeans. Just
1 ounce.
This was my Cape Verdean.
1 ounce.
I'm pretty
Then
pissed.
there.
Haitian rum from my Cape Verdean.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off right now.
What? All right.
Wait, no, did we skip the pineapple juice or am
No,
I
that's
skipping
you
one?
gotta
I'm not
top it
business.
off with the pineapple juice, but it's alright. It's alright.
Lord, please let this. Yes, there we go.
Yes, good shit. This is not a skim on not.
That's how you shake.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it like right. Get that in there. All right. We got our cup of ice. Boom. You see, it's the aesthetic. It's the aesthetic.
Not the whole transference of ice.
It's the aesthetic.
The water.
With the
Look.
water.
Look.
The melting water.
Yep. I'm gonna pour that right in there. Oh my goodness, look at the color on her. She's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright. Then after that, I'm gonna get you a nice little Dole can of pineapple juice. Don't get any other brand but Dole. If you get any other brand, you're nasty. The drink's gonna come out horrible. Alright? You're just gonna get that right in there. Oh my goodness. Just do half the can.
Why are you yelling?
Alright, and then for a garnish, we top it off with our maraschino cherries. Put a couple of cherries, because I like cherries, so you feel me? Like, put a couple in there. 3 cherries? Jesus.
Damn.
Right? Like what? 5? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our Caribbean rum punch. I hope you enjoy. Drink responsibly.
Who's yours?
This is right here.
Alright, are we tasting this?
Yeah.
It tastes like you feel me?
Cheers, guys.
It sounds good.
We waited to drink this so that we could have an authentic reaction.
She went for
2 sips?
The top layer was just the ice melted.
Oh shit.
Sorry. I didn't want to judge you off of like flavored water.
I'm dead. What do you guys think? Honestly, honest opinions.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Could be better, right? There's room for improvement, right?
Is it the greatest rum punch that I had? No. Is it the worst? No.
Is it better than Sex and the Drug?
Yes.
That's all I needed to hear.
Because I don't have. I'm not gonna have a heartburn after this. So.
I'm dead. Nah, I think personally the best drinks that I ever had on the show was the supercharged mango yuzu lemonades, bro. That shit was popping.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Not at all.
That shit was. I spent good money on those.
I think he bought those the same day after the holiday event last year when the dude threw the food down in front of me and I was there. And like I texted him right after, said I got a story for y'all, and I came here extra charged up while we was drinking those. So.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Nah, but we were. I remember the other time too when we were at the event at over at Alchemy, and that dude.
The dude passed out.
Passed
right in
out,
front
and he
of
was
us.
like, "My neck, don't touch me." Da 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 da. You remember that?
I played the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You do remember that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we have some interesting characters in this city.
That's a fact.
But wherever there's humans, there's always those kind of things happening. And so I really try to, I work in education. I've worked in education over 15 years. And one of the most powerful things that I learned was like the power of silence. Because I grew up in a yelling family. And I thought that was powerful. But when I went to work in kindergarten, I remember a teacher just teaching me like, just observe stupidity with silence and watch it resolve itself.
So like literally when like someone does something stupid, you just
Yeah, just stare at them.
I do that all the time though.
Yeah, I think that's healing for everybody.
I mean, it does make you sit back and realize like, whoa, I'm probably fucking up right now. You know what I mean? Like especially to a little kid too.
Yeah.
And
Well, adults
well,
are big kids.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is very true. And there's still some real big kids out here that
Absolutely.
are even older than us.
Yeah.
But
So let's go back to the rum punch.
yeah, how did you like it?
I'm a complete island girl, from Rhode Island to Cape Verde Islands to shout out to the Virgin Islands. I had the pleasure of being there for a little while. So I actually make a 5-rum blend called Prussian Confusion, because Prussian rum is one of the oldest rums in the world.
Okay.
But rum punch is so important to Caribbean cultures, and I think cultures just in general, that everybody has their own version. So I just wanted to tell you, there's no one absolute way of making rum punch. Yeah, everybody has their own. What I actually have found through my own observation is that island folk appreciate coconut a little bit more than maybe stateside people. So for me, that's the one thing I would have added to this, is some kind of coconut.
Honestly, the fact that you're using the Baden course of going out to the Netherlands, hey, using what we got, so now you got your own recipe basically.
Yeah, but we should put some coconut in there.
But coconut can be controversial. Some people really don't get down with coconut. You should take a poll of your audience and find out who does coconut and who doesn't.
That's a fact.
Because it could make a break.
Coconut? I like it.
And there's a couple other flavors that can show up in rum punch: passion fruit, mango.
Yeah, mango, yeah, definitely.
Are definitely
Mango,
staples.
Mango, yuzu, supercharged
You
lemonade.
just want okay. Alright.
And then garnish it with lychees instead of.
Lychee is good.
Is a very Caribbean thing to do. So I love a good rum punch.
Alright, okay. So, thank you for that. And
thank you very much.
no problem. With that being said, let's get into our weekends, everybody. It was a good weekend, I feel, for everyone. Tariq, you celebrated your birthday this past weekend, correct?
Yes, I did.
It's your birthday!
It was my birthday.
Everybody sing happy birthday on 3.
Just going into
That's crazy. And none of you guys started counting. No one in the studio started counting. Anyway, Tariq.
You're supposed to start.
Happy birthday, Tariq.
Did you guys hear the new happy birthday version?
No.
I heard the other day and I was so lost.
Yeah, there's like a new black happy birthday
Yeah,
tradition
alright, so-
happening, yo.
I heard a version. So Friday, so me and my officially new girlfriend Tiana, we went to.
Whoa! Whoa! What'd he say? What'd he say?
I'm finding
Gunshots.
out so right now, y'all?
Yes, our hotel was in Inglewood, Jersey. So
Whoa, he was in Jersey too. What?
yeah, you're supposed
Are
to
you
be there.
turnpiking?
What?
Yeah, we was on a G-Dub and everything. So I know what you meant on that too. No, but yeah,
Steve?
we was at. I don't care. He be more hype than Andrew.
What?
Nothing. No, but we was at Applebee's Friday night just because we was like, let's just get something quick, eat, whatever. And there was someone's birthday, and they started doing it. I turned to them, I said, don't tell them it's my birthday, because I don't want that. I was like,
So wait, is the new happy birthday like happy birthday?
No.
It's remixed now.
Me too.
Yeah, it was over there clapping,
Yeah.
doing I forgot what they said.
It's like
Why
a
have I
Cupid
not-
shuffle. Happy birthday.
Why? Okay, where was the black newsletter for this? Like, why?
There's a lot happening like that. Like, did you guys hear about the What a Country redo and everybody's pissed off about
Other
it?
countries getting a makeover?
What is the song? Sing it.
I'm from New Jersey.
What a country, what a country.
We went to Waterways. So.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of things being redone right now in the world, and there's some things that should be redone, there's some things that should just be left alone.
You know what I think should be a worldwide thing, like they have in New Jersey? Pumping your gas.
Yes.
Shouldn't
I
have to
love
get
that.
out of your car to
I
pump
love
your
that.
gas.
I don't know how Jersey affords that, but I wish they could tell the rest of the states.
You saw my story
I don't
today?
like that.
You saw my story with the dude in Jersey? He was trying to get out of his car and the Indian dude like shut his door mad quick and he pointed and it said full service. And all of a sudden he turned into the dad from Coming to America.
Yeah.
That shit had me dead, bro.
No. I don't know. I don't like that. Don't touch my car. Don't touch my car. I want to do my own gas.
I'm all for
Heavy.
it. I'm all for it.
That's petty, bro.
I don't know.
Like they're out here, especially during the winter time, bro, in Jersey. Oh my God, you be thinking, oh my
First of all, I wouldn't
goodness.
want to
What?
work at a full
Yeah,
service.
in the
in the
wintertime, I
wintertime.
never pump more than $10. It's too cold.
Nah, I'd be out there. They'd be like, how much you want? I'd be
I
like,
actually drive to Jersey to go get gas.
20 regular cash. That's all you tell them. 20 regular cash. And then you hand them that 20 after they're done pumping your gas, and then you go on your way. That's it. 20 regular cash.
No, but yeah, we went to Applebee's Friday, and then Saturday on my birthday, we went to this like Dominican like diner spot. It was pretty good. And then we went to the Red Sox Yankees game at Yankee Stadium. Seats, really good seats. We killed the Yankees 8-1. I was so happy.
You went to a Boston game in New York.
I was
Fucking
so
hell.
happy. And then we sat literally around like a bunch of Red Sox fans, so we just went in. We were just all having a blast.
Bugging out.
It was a whole game, no. And then there was this, so we were in like the bleacher seats in the home run section, and like, there was literally this one girl at the end of at someone's row, wherever she even was sitting at, no one even knew where she came from. This one dude that was wearing a Red Sox hat was hype, and he's chanting. This white girl goes, "Sit down! Seal, sit down now!" Like, ready to like cry, whatever. We're like, we seen this, and it was like,
Who the fuck is you?
we seen that, he's like, oh no, we're all hyping it up now. So everyone's standing up, freaking, everyone's going crazy. Like she's over there still screaming at us, like ready to cry. Her eyes are nose hella red. I'm like, yo.
So my son cracked a joke with me. I hope he's the original writer of this. Are you ready for it?
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
He said, what do you call a fast Karen?
What?
Racist.
Jesus. Please hit the
Bro,
AO.
if
Please
you
hit
came
the
up
AO
with
button.
that is intelligent.
Please hit the AO button.
That is funny. Please hit the AO button. I like that. That's a good joke though.
That's
Nah, okay. Not to be on the racist type vibe now, but like
He caught a vibe.
literally. So me and Kiana, right before the show, right, we were literally walked around the corner when I was getting all the juice and stuff, and we went to Aldi's. We're standing in line, and there's this dude, black dude, in front of me, right? And in front of the black dude was this white lady, and she was like in all scrubs, older lady, literally a Karen, straight up. Bro, I'm looking at the white lady the whole time, bro. The black dude literally had just fruit in his hand. He had like strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Literally, that's all. It was just 3 things. And he literally sat them on the edge of the conveyor belt. Like, he didn't even put it on where the shit was moving yet. Shorty already had her bar down and everything and was like looking at him, like staring at him mad hard. So I looked at Kiana, I was like, look at her, she racist as hell. I said it mad loud too, right? So then everybody like turned like, you know when people hear some shit, they'll like do like that, but they won't fully like. So like I bet she heard that shit, and then Kiana was like, I hope she heard you too, like man. Bro, that shit had me dead. But I'm just like, bro, like what is this man possibly gonna do to you, woman? Like we are in a public place. He is not gonna steal your groceries off the fucking conveyor belt. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Bro, it's shit like that. But you know, racism isn't cool. You guys shouldn't be racist. That's the message of the day. Optimism. Pass it on. Anyway.
Yeah, but no, the game was fun. Then we went to the seafood boil spot, which was honestly fire. Like, it was really good. We went back to the hotel, kind of chilled for the rest of the day. Went to the pool, hung out. It was a great time. It was just a nice, relaxing birthday. We got back Sunday, and then my kind of been at it already, just getting ready for this weekend at Red Lounge. I have a wedding reception I'm doing on Saturday, and then I had a birthday I did today. It was just charcuterie board, so I had to get that done today and stuff like that. So just getting back into it. So that's all.
Nice.
Sara,
Wishing you a year of prosperity.
thank you. How was your weekend?
My weekends are quieter right now, but I was able to just get out. I spend a lot of time on the walking bridge downtown, just having some outdoors time. Weekend is really a time I just center myself and try to be still. I want to say last weekend I went to Ken's rum block party in Fulton. So I had a pretty decent
That was
weekend.
downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ken's block.
Ken.
Ken.
Kim's.
Remember?
K-I-N. Ken restaurant.
Remember we went there last year, the seafood, the soul food black spot? Remember they took now long with our food?
Oh yeah.
It's across the street from your eyes.
I know, yeah. I
I'll
know.
build it.
They had a block party though?
Mhm.
Did it flip?
Yeah.
Did y'all do the like the new happy birthday over there? Happy birthday?
I definitely didn't do it.
No. Do you know the new happy birthday?
I
though?
went for the no. I'm saying I'm the kind of person that doesn't listen to anything past like.
Name of this episode is New Black Happy Birthdays. Literally, that's the only thing that's ringing in my head.
But yeah, I don't do a lot of news things at all.
Drew?
What did I do this weekend? Paid bills. After I paid bills, we were getting Kiana all set for Fashion Week in New York, but
Nice.
Unfortunately she can't make that anymore because she just got a new job, and that's like interacting with that. So I recently went ahead and just sent out a bunch of my pictures to a new agency, Maggie Agency, based in Boston. So hopefully I hear something back from them because they literally put their models on and they just travel for real. So like that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get some like campaigns going or something like that with Nike, Adidas, all that good stuff. Still got a shoot coming up with Keyla on the 2nd. I'm just plotting. I'm in my like mastermind phase right now with the modeling and still waiting for the acting to come through because once that strike stops, it's a fucking gold rush. Like for parts and everything. So like, just wait for it. It's coming, bro. Like
Boston Casting, you send me like emails about parts and stuff. I'm like, I'm not touching any of
bro,
this.
you seen?
I'm not touching
You
this
wanna know
right
what I
now.
seen last night actually, right before I went to bed? Fucking, they had the preview of Good Burger 2 for Paramount Plus.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, they made that movie quick as hell, bro.
They got
'Cause
that.
they left in June, didn't they? They left out
Yeah.
North Prov in
They
June.
were in and out.
And now they're talking about the movie is dropping like first week of September, I believe.
They were in.
I love when people work proficiently.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with a film though too. I mean, that's
A lot of
because
work.
usually, yeah, that's a lot of work, and then it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of editing, and a lot of people gotta get paid. A lot of stuff has to go down for a movie to go off into the box office and be successful. So, but this is going straight to Paramount Plus. So I think it's different when it goes from straight filming to straight streaming instead of like the silver screen type shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm on. I'm on my plotting stage right now. I'm trying to get some more photo shoots going, second human themes and stuff like that to add to the portfolio and whatnot. But yeah. Oh, and also I got in contact with a designer who wants me to model for him in May for the the fashion show I do every year in what is that? Mass? Yeah, what?
Mass art.
Mass art. Yeah, I'm bugging out. Mass art. He wanted me to do a fitting for him for a couple of fits. He wants me to do a showing. He wants me to do the showcase and then the actual like runway show. So
Nice.
it's gonna be cool.
Back
I
at it with
learned
mass
so
art.
much about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what I'm into, the modeling and the acting and stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. Back in Jersey, where I'm actually from, they're building the Netflix headquarters,
Oh.
and yeah, they're gonna have like just a bunch of filming studios and stuff out there. So I'm like, yo, if there's a time to become an actor and get that Netflix money, now's the chance. Like, what's a better sign than that being almost in your hometown? Like, what? That's crazy. So.
That's awesome.
Well, now it's not because like everything's.
I mean, yeah, but like Tyler Perry's still giving out parts. You know, we in there. Yeah,
He said we say.
Dead ass. Tyler gonna hook us up for real. But yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and get into the word of the day.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the word of the day today is confit.
Okay.
Alright. Confit, French word for preserved, which is basically meat that's cooked in its own fat. And literally the only real example is duck. Duck confit is like the biggest confit ever, basically.
That's the best one ever.
The best
Say the
one.
definition again.
So it's basically the French term. It's a French term. It's preserved basically. So it's cooked in its own fat. So like you would basically have like some duck fat and put your duck in, and you kind of like
duck breast
or something like that. You do like, do you have like the saute, like the duck bone-in breast or whatever?
Yeah.
Like you would basically kind of like boil it, but on like really low for a long time.
Yep.
That's what I was like. I know someone came in here.
What's up, Shotty?
Yeah. So like you literally just have it low and slow, and then you literally just cool it down in its own fat, basically. So it's literally just fat and just giving it more flavor. And what it also does is it kind of breaks it down too, because it's gonna be a little tougher. So it breaks it down, shred a little easier if you want to shred it, or honestly just when you cook it, just to be a little tender for your guests and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Learn something new every day. Confit.
The best thing to do, Thanksgiving-wise, around Thanksgiving, is to take your turkey, break it down, and cook it in duck fat. And literally, when you confit it in duck fat, that is the best turkey you are ever going to try. I'm telling you right now, I had it the first time I've ever tried this was when I was working at a university club downtown in Providence. And around Thanksgiving, right before the pandemic kicked off, they were just confitting a bunch of turkeys, and it was all in duck fat. And Trevor, he literally was like, "Have you ever had confit turkey?" And I was like, "No, I've only had duck." And then he was just like, "Try this. This is the best thing you're ever gonna try." And I swear, like, I don't even wanna.
Sounds like something your doctor would not prescribe that you should do at least one time a
But
year.
yeah, like one time a year I would do it. Like break down the
Moderation.
whole turkey and then confit it. Yeah, hell yeah. But like, I don't know. It's something different from just every year just deep frying the turkey or just your average oven roasted turkey. Like, nah, let's break that shit down and put it in some duck fat and slow cook that shit. And I guarantee you, everybody will be fucking raving about this Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, confit's like, it's underrated honestly, because you don't see it as much unless you're doing it with duck. But like,
It's one of those old French techniques, again,
Yeah.
like old world cooking techniques that no one really practices, but every now and then.
literally, if you see it, you know what it is. If not, it's like you don't know what's going on, basically. But yeah, again, the real main like big one is duck that you confit, whatever. So yeah, that's our word of the day for today, guys. Confit.
I like you can confit garlic.
So out of all the hats I wear, I definitely don't call myself a chef. I mean, I'm not as bad as like
I know you can
people I
cook.
met in college. Yeah, I can cook. I just prefer not to. Not fair.
So alright, so who cooks? I know you don't got the kids cooking.
I come from a large tribe.
You got the
and
kids
so-
cooking?
No, my kids get fed well from a lot of different hands. I come from a large family, so
Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
do
no
what you gotta
complaints. But yeah, I love to be responsible for like juice.
that is part of parenting. Like that is a main source of parenting.
But my kids come from a strong Jamaican and Cape Verdean lineage, so they eat well. Really good.
Regardless, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Jan Verdeans.
Jim Verdean.
I love that. All right. So you good? Oh, well, I wanted to talk about like other confit techniques, like garlic confit. I know you make garlic. You can make take garlic oil, cook garlic in that. That's usually what they do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
You know, I'm really analytical, so I was actually thinking, like, when I was growing up, they used to use lard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lard is pork fat.
Yeah.
So making thorazine and lard would be confit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Type.
The French ain't the only ones doing it.
That ass though. And what's it called? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you gotta try that turkey confit, like no bullshit.
I might try that.
That is, don't deep fry the turkey. Don't oven roast the turkey.
Nah, he deep fries.
Don't
let him do his thing.
Don't
right?
deep fry it, Steve. Confit that
I
shit.
just came back from Cape Verde and they grill everything, which I absolutely love. Like, I don't miss fried food when I'm there just because the grilled food is really, really, really fresh, and my requirement is that the food is like crispy.
Oh my goodness, Sydney, you just come back from Cape Verde too?
I did. Yeah. Go home, Tariq. Go home.
Go home,
Roger.
Tariq. Go home.
I hope my mother is listening and hearing this part.
I'm gonna
because-
send him
Go home,
home.
Tariq.
No, not send me home.
Mande
I'll send
pa
all of
casa.
us. All of us.
All
Get
of
your
them.
passport.
Family trip.
Yeah, back at
Don't just get your passport, y'all. Get your dual citizenship. Act like when Americans are mad at y'all, they say, go back to your country. And then you don't even have a passport.
That's
Nor an understanding.
See?
Because
See?
I'm gonna go back to Jersey.
What's the world? Oh my god.
Alright, so
We gotta do some work, y'all.
thank you for that introduction as well as Lil Jon. Lil Jon is the intro
To the world
my
industry.
segment. Yeah.
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. Exactly.
Put a little John Allen.
Yup.
Don't say no new names, it would be alright though.
So anyway, we're gonna take it back to what we were talking about really last week on the show about this ongoing situation that's going on in Hawaii. We were talking a lot of shit about it last week.
We mentioned it briefly, but then you guys like, oh yeah, you said $700. That's it. So then I was scrolling on TikTok like I normally am, and I seen a video, and this dude basically was talking about how the shade room just lies and we just stop and actually get their facts right. Basically, just saying like, all right, yeah, Joe Biden sent $700 to each individual person in Maui, but they also had FEMA already sending mailers. They had a lot of other things going on that they were sending, and if you didn't actually see his tweets on Twitter and stuff, you would have known it from Shade Room because all they put was the first two things from him. So it was like, oh yeah, he's not doing nothing. That's it. You sent all his money to Ukraine and stuff like that. But then it was like, you guys didn't see that he's getting Congress to do this or he's getting this done. He's just trying to get things going. But again, that stuff takes time. But the stuff he has gotten there, it's been sent over already. So that was just something I sent to the group chat and stuff like that. Just kind of like, no, he is actually trying. So it's not like he's just abandoned him.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen another video was like someone basically like there's two types of like disasters. There's one like it's like an emergency one, and then there's one that's like basically what Hawaii is kind of going through with like fire and stuff like that. So there's two type of planes you have to go through, whether it's whatever they call it, either one or the other. So I can't remember what the video was of like how she was breaking it down, but it was like different sections of kind of like how he has to go about it basically.
Yeah.
So.
I'm super judgmental about ignorant people weighing in on things. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyway, but fuck all
And
that.
really the question is, what have we done as individuals? So I want to shout out my cousin Malik, who is serving in Hawaii currently.
Oh wow.
As well too, and all those serving on the grounds over there. And just wishing prosperity and much health and everything to everyone facing those tragedies. And in these moments, I think that we have to realize government is made up by us and we're the people. And just do your part, because watching the government is like watching Love and Hip Hop.
That is very true.
It's just dramatic.
Yeah.
Yo, didn't you say that earlier? Like this is gonna be some.
Oh, she's talking about.
Yeah. Anyway.
Say more.
So anyway, the reason I also brought it up was because other than that Joe Biden stuff, there was a thing that I was reading, and I get into the rabbit holes on all the articles and stuff like that, but they're saying like with this whole Maui wildfire outbreak and everything, there's been an increased case of missing kids. Not missing just adults, but missing children specifically. So it was really like,
What's your suspicion?
I just think, this is me, and I do have a wild imagination, but I think that sex trafficking is a real thing.
Yep.
And I feel like they see a disaster happening, and that's when they try to take advantage of a situation at hand.
I think that's fair. We learned that during Nolan's.
Exactly, and I feel like that's what's going on right now. Like people are always, wildfire, but like they're not worried about these like probably even I don't even know if they're like regular kids just getting taken from families or not, but like kids are literally showing up missing, and
It's a lot.
like
It's a lot going on where it's like we're lost.
yeah, like in the sense of what is it?
Yeah.
In the sense of chaos is the best time to like do some. I forgot what the saying is, but like yeah, like when shit is crazy and shit hits the fan, like that's the perfect time where because everybody's like looking at the shit on the fan, like nobody's looking at what you're doing when you digging in people's pockets and like robbing them or taking people, like. So I thought that was pretty crazy, especially when like everything that everybody like we were just talking about, everybody worried about Joe and Hawaii's fires, but like ain't nobody worried about the missing kids that are showing up increasingly every day.
Also, a lot of the realtors are like trying to go into Hawaii and just buy a bunch of the land.
That too.
Just so they can, once everything's cleared, they can
Flip it.
rebuild, flip, and all of a sudden it's a lot.
Capitalism, yo.
And it's like, bro, like, that's,
Crazy.
this ain't the we mentioned that last week. It's like, this ain't the time for all that.
I'm sorry, yo. Y'all gonna see me not be all like reactive. I'm old.
Nah, cause you've seen it.
I've seen this.
So many times. And you're just like, wow, that's humanity. Like,
Yeah,
You've already
and not
lost
that
hope.
not that I condone any of it, not that I'm okay with any of it. You just make your peace with what you can do and what you can't do. And like I said to you, back to my kindergarten rule, right? I really try not to give negativity too much life.
You just
and too
look
much
at it.
vibrations, because it's madness.
It is. It will drive you crazy.
Yeah. And sex trafficking is really real. And as somebody who's worked for the school department here, one of the trainings we used to do with the principals was to have the police department come in and actually teach them that the number one recruiting ground for sex trafficking is schools. And the number one qualifying factor for sex trafficking is poverty. And so for so many years, we've kind of painted sex trafficking as kind of this broad issue. But wherever there's poverty, wherever there's vulnerable people, you have these kind of things happening.
And Hawaii has a big homeless population.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate, but it's just it's kind of humanity, how they give it up. And that's why I train my students too, to just know that for everything you're going to be lacking in life, the government will gladly like make a service for it, right? Your family can't bring enough food home, now we got SNAP, right?
We got you.
You don't know how to act
That's
right,
fine.
now we got jails for you, right? There will always be a system built in response to whatever you don't get together. So I look at people like whenever you're slacking, you're just making space for new industry.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Alright.
So don't slack, y'all.
Don't slack.
No more new industries on our behalf.
And we continue to pray for everyone in Hawaii as well.
Yeah, shout out to all those that originate from Hawaii, that have family there. I know we like to think of those places as like vacation places. And
But don't go there now.
Now we know it's like, and actually don't go there a little bit after either. Don't
Exactly.
feed into those vultures who are there
Facts.
waiting to make money into it.
You should have been gone if you wanted to go.
Yeah, that's like what J. Cole said, right? He said don't mention the rapper after you pass, right? That's kind of how it is too. Don't be having love for Hawaii now, out loud.
Oh, you'll do wows. I'm gonna still eat
And
the
your
pizza though.
filters,
I'm gonna
thinking
still
you're
eat the
doing
Hawaiian
something.
pizza though.
You go ahead with your bad stuff. I don't think Hawaii even care about that.
You're canceled for liking pineapple pizza.
Bro, what are you saying, bro?
I
He doesn't like it on his pizza because he puts half of it in his rum punch. If you weren't here for the
Not me getting fried on
Sorry, I
my
just
day
had to
on
go
the
there
show.
really quick.
That's crazy.
I'm not a huge
You're
fan of
ma-
pineapple, so when you said half a can of pineapple, I was like,
Yeah, good, right? No. I said, but that was the whole.
Not being courteous to your guests.
Anyway, we're gonna totally ignore the shadow. and
but
the
you did
color
put
of
half
the
a can in
rose.
my cup. I want to be really clear about that. My drink is fine. I just want to say that. As I drink more. And Tariq obviously loved it. He's done.
I'm glad I saw this today. Oh my god.
You're literally making up for Kayla, like literally right now, because
Really?
Kayla is the one that will.
Not
initiate-
Kayla, just the more dark skinned version.
Wow.
And a little older.
All right, next topic. Next topic.
Our next topic is right here.
Literally. What's going on with you? What's this? Put me on the.
Nothing but the rat. So, I am so excited that you accepted my harassment offer to come to the podcast. In the work world, we call voluntold, right? Where
Yeah.
you ask for a volunteer and then you say who's gonna be.
That
I was like, do you have any guests coming up for your podcast?
Literally.
Like me? And you were like, yeah, I think you should be the next one. I was like, really? So I love how that worked out.
Man, what a surprise.
But for somebody who doesn't like being outside too much, I gotta be outside this season because my poetry series, Outspoken, is turning 2 years old.
Yup.
And Outspoken was created by me and my co-producer, Outspoken was a vision of mine to create a safe space where truth matters, words matter, and sharing matters. People who know me personally know that I take life kind of seriously, even though I do it with a lot of humor. And I wanted a safe space after deciding to completely divorce the workplace and completely divorce subjecting myself to microaggressions every day as a black woman.
Yup.
And working for myself. I wanted to also create a space where other people could come talk their talk. And do so in a way that they didn't feel like they were being filtered. So up to date, Outspoken has been ran out of pocket just to allow people that I really don't censor my artists. We've had poets, we've had music artists, we've had dancers, we've had over 20 different acts on our stage. And it's really about community, and it's really a really dope time. We have Chef Tariq serving food on the regular at our shows, and trust me, yo, fed people are better people. So it was absolutely instrumental when we added the food component of it all. We usually run out of alchemy before our 2-year anniversary. We are at the Gateway Center, which is that new, outside of Roger Williams Park, that new colorful thing that nobody really knows what's going on.
Yes.
It's a whole center, y'all. Like, I said, hood people have been like overly trained to mind their business. They won't even try no new stuff. But
I drive
that
all the
is
time.
that is a space that is totally open to the public. Y'all, please go. It's called the Gateway Center, and they are looking to engage your community. So they opened up their space, and it's kind of nice because it's an outdoor and an indoor space.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have vendors. We're gonna have a lot of interactive things happening, and we are having. I'm so excited. We are having a poet cipher.
Nice.
Bro, nah.
We are having
That's
a
tough.
6 poet cipher,
That's
and
tough.
not just like ordinary folk, like people that when they open up their mouth, you have to listen, you have to respect.
Because they saying some stuff. They're gonna have me thinking for real. That's literally like when I'm sitting here just watching the rap battles and stuff like that. Like some of these people, their wordplay is just ridiculous. You're like, yo, what? Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so I try to make it a balanced act of 3 females, 3 males on our stage. A variation. Poetry is so diverse. Everybody has their own voice. Everybody has kind of their own tone to it. So we have some really diverse voices coming to the stage. And yours truly will be reciting that day too.
Okay,
The show is called A Taste of Culture. And I will start my series called A Sign of Love. After traveling back from Cape Verde, I felt like it was instrumental that we talk about love again.
Oh, you was on your Eat, Pray, Love out there.
That's all I did out there. I wasn't out there for the shenanigans. I wasn't out there for the gram. I was in there for like a real spiritual revival.
That was a
So-
good movie. You seen that movie?
So yeah. So yeah, no, I went to Cape Verdean and totally practiced mindfulness the whole time I was there. Spent a lot of time with my elders. Spent a lot of time going back to the place where life started for a lot of people in my family. My great grandmother, my grandmother. Watching the house where my mother and her 11 siblings were born in, right?
Mhm.
So telling those kind of stories of real strength, real resiliency, and real love. And we're going to do it in a really interesting way with photography, with narration, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it.
Nice. Outspoken is dope. It's one of my recurring events that I do. We've seen some great poets. We've seen some crazy things like Drew said. Me and Nazir being there, Nazir will say something. I'm like, yo, I can't take you anymore, so I'm just gonna start laughing. So I have to like bend down or something like that. Like, so it's.
Listen,
I'm not laughing. Nah,
they're all really authentic responses, right? Like you can't control your response to certain things.
We be hearing some things and we be like, hold on.
Yeah.
We had a-
There's been some
I'm a
times
sister.
where I've been serving food and I literally was like, wait, what
So,
did
hold
you
on.
just say?
I can I say my top 3 things that I love when it happens on open mic, y'all? Because you can't control open mic. You just open up the mic and that's it. I think my like favorite thing that happened was that we had a poet drive here from Vermont.
Oh snap! That's tough.
He phoned us on Eventbrite, and he does what he calls comedy poetry.
Was
I don't think it's that.
Absolutely, he was white, and he had the Jesus sandals on, and he was 5 minutes
Is that
early
the guy
to the
that
show.
had the like you can play his songs online? Is that-
Yes.
Oh man.
He
I
was
love
so amazing though. Like he was really like
Good, you feel that?
he was like, listen, I'm open-minded, right? So like he reminded me of like a Will Ferrell kind of like energy, and it was hilarious. But I also love, my second favorite thing about open mic is that everybody that wants to come out the closet comes to open mic. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they come tell everybody at the same damn time, and it is hilarious.
People be like,
Because sometimes they even bring people that they haven't broken the news. And then you get to see their faces and their
it's
reaction.
genuine, yeah, reaction.
And my audience is with the shit, so they support everything. They're like, yeah, do that. And I'm just like, my name is Sara, I don't necessarily looks like everything happening on this thing,
Literally.
but freedom is for everybody. And I think the third thing that happens during open mic that's truly, truly powerful is when people come confess. And so we had a young lady come, bless you,
Thank you.
and she waited for open mic at Outspoken to finally reveal that she had been violated by her stepfather
Damn.
for a lot of years. And it was a heavy moment until my crowd started acting like they were all from the south side. They was like, we'll beat them up. We got you. And this little white girl looked like so validated for like the first time in her life, like by the audience. And so Outspoken is really like an organic time that like you can't really describe in one way. I would be like totally off the mark if I didn't say like Outspoken is a whole vibe because of like everybody that contributes to it. But somebody who helps me make Outspoken so successful is Lady Ruck.
Mhm.
I want to shout out Lady Ruck.
Shout out Lady Ruck. Shout out Lady
She
Ruck.
is such a vibe. She knows how to like catch me. I like to say I'm like a Rubik's Cube, right? Sometimes I need like Funana to get me started. Sometimes I might need a little J. Cole. Sometimes I might need a little Damian Marley. Sometimes I might need a little Bon Jovi, right? Like that's how diverse I am. And she's with me like from beginning to end on the show. Like I just point at her and like I tell her I'm thinking about this. I text her. She's just like on cue for everything. Like nobody can ever imagine how much I stress out that lady in that short amount of time. But she's so graceful about it, and it's so dope to be a woman and be in a space where another powerful woman is like helping me be on my mountaintop. And so like Outspoken is, it's one of my favorite things selfishly, and it's a stage that I created that now my children perform on.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so like as a parent, I don't think there's any greater joy.
Yeah, didn't see that.
And I pay my kids, y'all.
Look at that. Look at that. I want to take it back a little bit because, like you said at the beginning, you wear a bunch of hats. You mentor, you work at school. start from the beginning. Where did you like what was your first like interest when you were coming up basically?
I've always been super ambitious from young. I've been journaling since I was 9 years old, and I still have those journals up to this day. And I can look back and see that I wrote out exactly who I am today. And not even where I want to be. When I was 10 years old, I remember I was a diehard Kings fan, and Weber and them were playing at the time, and I knew I wanted to own an NBA team. Like, that was going to be my revenge to the world, was to own an NBA team. I want to be an equestrian. That's still a goal of mine, to be a horseback rider. And I think, like, you know, taking the traditional route, I think that you are right. My third eye really started opening up to understand what I was going to do and not do. I think you kind of knew what you were doing from the beginning.
Yeah.
As far as food, but I went from being a psychology major to an early ed major to finally landing on African American Studies and Human Development, but still feeling like I don't really know who I am because Rhode Island is tiny and my family is huge, and trying to find your identity within those microcosms can be really, really difficult. And when I went to URI, they sang that godforsaken song to me. They said, we're Rhode Island born, we're Rhode Island bred, and when we die, we'll be Rhode Island dead. And I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. My family did not come from another country for me to start and end in Rhode Island. And so I escaped to the Virgin Islands, to the University of the Virgin Islands, to St. Croix, where I really got to, for the first time in my life, live in the majority with other black folk and see what that looks like, and had so many dope friends from St. Kitts, St. Lucia, from Puerto Rico, from Jamaica, and I really started finding my blackness both as an island girl and as somebody who never fully fit in my own backyard. And I really just started understanding that whatever I needed to do to be around mostly blackness was going to be the route that I took in life. So from there, I left and went upstate New York and had a successful professional career up there for 14 years before coming back to Rhode Island.
Why the hell do we all end up in upstate New York at some point?
Upstate was dope.
What
I'm not
is up with
gonna. I want to shout out my sister Anna Paula, who brought me upstate New York, because it definitely wasn't my idea. I was too busy spending time in DC and Miami and all of that, so upstate was a far cry from my mind.
What part of upstate New York?
I was in Albany.
You were an hour from us. You were in
And that's
Drewksi.
the beginning of upstate, because people from Buffalo and Syracuse and stuff don't even consider Albany as upstate. But I'll tell you the dopest thing about being upstate, from coming from Virgin Islands and then transitioning back to the U.S., it was really dope to go upstate because in my whole 14 years there, all of my bosses were black, and the majority of the staff in which I worked with were black, and a majority of the students in which I serviced were black.
And that's how,
And
in the Buffalo area, you said?
In Albany.
Albany.
In Albany, so shout out to Green Tech High Charter School, which is an all-boy high school that I worked at for years, and really got my wings at. But upstate has a different culture, and there's a lot of dope things happening there. And the sports world is really big up there, which brings a lot of people there. But like for Black History Month, at what would be like our PPAC, they have a complete step show of all the fraternities, sororities of the area and stuff like that. And so you feel blackness different. I worked in the Multicultural Center at Siena College, established by Harry Belafonte. So there's a really, really strong lineage of like black settlement up there. And it's just a vibration you're not ever gonna catch in Rhode Island.
That's crazy.
And the money was right, if I didn't say that.
Hell yeah, you guys the
The money was right.
Hell yeah. So what I'm really curious is, what gave you the idea to start Outspoken?
I came back to Rhode Island to work for the school system. I came back to work for Providence School Department, and it was about the most miserable time of my life. And I kept finding that while Rhode Island needs change, it doesn't want change. And a lot of times you have those ideas, and being a youth from Rhode Island and coming back here, I felt like the first people that were stifling me were my elders from my community. And so Outspoken is kind of my revenge. Like, you can't ever suppress a writer.
No, you can't.
Because they will erase shit about you. And so started writing as a coping skill, and then really feeling like, where can I say my stuff, because I didn't want to go the Facebook route. I didn't want to go the social media ranting route.
That shit.
I also didn't want to be the crazy lady. Something Cape Verdean women do, y'all please forgive me for telling on y'all, but something Cape Verdean women do excellently is complain. And I didn't want to be a master complainer either, so I kept thinking about how can I effectively kind of like file my grievances about the oppression and the discrimination. You're trying to get beat up tonight. I'm sure you do not.
No, bro, that shit is hilarious, and I'm glad she's right there to hear that.
No.
I'm glad.
And that's just self-reflection, right? Cape Verdean woman was like, "Pomori que está limpo, pomori que está limpo, pomori que." It's like pomori becomes the soundtrack of our life, and I didn't want to be that person. And so to find a positive way of, and I'm always working with students and teaching them about coping skills, right? About like how to positively, like, you know, export energy. And so I wrote out Outspoken, kind of like, you know what, can't nobody give me a gag order, I'm gonna talk my talk. And so,
As you should.
yeah, healthy revenge, y'all.
For real.
Healthy revenge.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, somebody piss you off, drink a cup of water. Show them who's boss. Something like that. As I sip on the rum punch.
Yo, that is hilarious.
But I mean, the biggest thing you do is give back to like you just give back in general, whether it's from the kids in Albany or in URI or the school system or with Outspoken. What like keeps you going with just giving back to anybody or just letting everyone have that voice?
I think it's respecting your journey. My grandmother came to this country not speaking the language, and she was widowed right before she came. And my grandmother has 12 kids. And even though we come from a large family, and even though coming to America reintroduced us to poverty, something we always had was community. We never went without. I've never felt hunger pains. I've never not had things that I've needed to be okay. And that's not because my mother produced it all at all times. It was really because of like community, right? The first time my best friend saw the pot that my grandmother cooks in, she was like, "What your grandmother cook, children?" She was like, "That pot is huge," right? But just like that, Cape Verdean culture is so abundantly rich that we never just take care of just our own. We take care of our neighbors, we take care of each other, and that's African culture, that's village mentality. And so for me, being conscious of community is just the first way I know how to respect my own culture and my own makeup. Bob Marley said, when it rains, it doesn't rain on one man's house. And so understanding that and understanding that we're responsible for each other, I think is something that I've always had embedded in me. I mean, being small and being Cape Verdean, you made bidons from young, and because I was the lighter one, weight-wise, when I was younger, I was always nominated to get in and then jump to like push the content down. So this whole like thought of just remittance is what we call it. The Cape Verdean government actually really relies on immigrants giving to 60% of the economy is based on the immigrants giving back to Cape Verde. Like their economy wouldn't exist
Without that.
And so it's just like, never forget who you are. And there's a lot of power in that, and there's a lot of favor in that as well too. Like I come from a lot of love. And wherever I go, I feel protected, right? Like whether it's like an ex-student of mine or whether it's somebody I've done work for or anything like that, like I feel really, really abundantly safe at all times because of the energy I put out.
Exactly. You put out into the world what you get back from the world, what you put out into the world.
Yeah, when you have kids, you gotta be especially mindful of that because it might not just come back to you. And so I'm really, really mindful of that.
Yeah.
I try to not let people catch me slipping.
That's can't get caught slipping.
Trying.
That's a fact. Anyway, I think we should get into our rapid round.
Right before we get to that, you've traveled the world. You've been to Cape Verde multiple times, and you're just going to continue to be going. What is something that you've seen out there that's like, why don't we implement that in Rhode Island or just in America itself?
Oh, There's so many things. Let me give a really solid example that I think is an easy go-to. On the Day of Women, so the way you validate in history and even in just understanding societies, the way you measure the healthiness of a society is how they treat their children and how they treat their elders.
Okay.
Right? And that's where I say, like, from Cape Verdean culture, I get so much. And so one of my favorite traditions is that on the International Day of Women in Cape Verde, the Cape Verdean government actually acknowledges all women servant, whether they be police, whether they be medical workers and all of that. And they're called up to the government palace to be acknowledged by the government that day. And, you know, as progressive as America is and as free as we think we are, the devaluing of women is something that is an ongoing rhetoric that I have to deal with here, that I feel like when I turn to my Cape Verdean side, and not to say that Cape Verdeans don't have ways to go, as far as relationships go, how women are treated is not yet where it needs to be. But on a social level, women are still seen as the backbone and respected as that. So like how they treat women during that day, Mother's Day, and all of that, is just something that I wish we didn't have so much like male versus female hatred and like competition in American culture, because we really miss out on the opportunity to just thoroughly enjoy each other, which I think Islanders like definitely got unlocked. That's why people go on vacation and think they're in love and stuff like that, because it's something that's actually like cultivated there, and you can feel those vibrations.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I would love for American men to talk like every like smooth Jamaican song, like yeah, Empress, so, like skip the B word.
I'm dead.
Skip the B word.
Budman.
Budman, yeah, we'll take the Budman.
Alright, you ready for everyone?
Alright, let's do this rapid round. Alright.
What's
so
rapid round?
Rapid
Set
round.
me up for success.
We're gonna ask you rapid questions. You're gonna answer them rapidly. Alright?
I was built for this. Go.
Alright. Because a lot of people mess up and they get into explaining their answer instead
No,
of just
go.
being in a rapid round. Alright? You ready?
Favorite cocktail?
Cosmo.
Favorite Cape Verdean dish?
Pastel. Told you I was
Come
going.
on, what are you doing this rapid round, bro? Favorite place you ever vacationed?
Bermuda.
Next place you want to vacation?
Trinidad.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla always.
Who's been the best poetry artist you've seen so far?
Rudy Roo.
That's really nice.
Favorite color?
Purple or blue.
Favorite fruit?
Mango.
Alright. Nike or Adidas?
None. We don't promote other brands. Distant relatives.
Yes! Talking!
Fairy child, Noah or Juju?
Wow.
Genoa.
she just mixed. I like that. Okay. Best artist you've seen at Outspoken?
It just said Rudy Roo.
Oh shit. Craziest thing you've ever seen at Outspoken?
Fake seizures.
Wow. That was. I don't know if we could top that.
Favorite vegetable? God damn!
Wow.
Spinafre.
Favorite seafood dish?
Lobster ravioli.
Favorite Chef Tariq dish?
Macaroni bites.
Tacos or burritos?
Taco.
That's all I got. I got my answer, alright?
Told you I was booked for this.
Burritos or quesadillas?
Quesadillas.
Yes, sir.
I find rice inside of like another flour thing so perverse. I do.
I'm dead.
It's too much.
That. I feel you.
It's too
I'm gonna still eat.
You're still gonna poop it out every time
I'm
too.
still
Yeah.
smooth sailing.
They be like this. That's how Philly cheesesteaks are too. They bring you to Philly. They go, I'm gonna give you the best Philly cheesesteak ever. You have it, and then 3 hours later, the toilet has it.
Bro, hell yeah.
Through you.
Running through you. Like
To
crazy.
you and through you.
Hold on.
Tariq hates Philly.
I don't like Philly. I don't like Philly.
I'm not with him, yo.
Nah,
Okay,
me neither.
so I haven't been.
And he's growing a beard.
I haven't been outside of the airport, but the airport.
Have you met
I
Philly
haven't
people? You
been
shouldn't even say
outside
that. Have
the
you met
airport.
like Beanie Seal and all that? You should
This is
like
BC.
Philly makes thoroughbreds. I wouldn't even say that out loud.
Philly has
Meek up there too.
In
Meek
the-
up there.
Philly has been like is the worst airport in America.
You are so young that you're not gonna know this, but Philly is where I am from.
Philly still has the worst airport. Okay.
It's the skit from Eve's album. But yeah.
The airport is horrible.
I want, listen, Philly makes some dope people. My favorite poets from Philly, shout out Nikki Giovanni. My mentor, Mary Kennard, shout out. Philly makes some real thoroughbreds.
Facts.
I'm sure the people are fine.
Great beard, Joe.
Drewksi.
We'll do another.
Bro.
We'll do another rapid questions all around that.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get shy now, yo.
Who has a better beard, Steve or Tariq? Don't.
You know-
it's not
you
your
know,
question. It's not your
Tariq's
question,
is
bro.
balanced out because he has hair here and there, so Steve's might stand out more because he's like, you know.
Bald and gray.
So Tariq's.
I would give it to my
No
dad.
one's asking. you.
His
It's
is
not
longer.
your- it's
He
not-
has the, he has
It's not
the,
your
His
question.
is longer
It's
right
not
now.
your question.
He's
We're
trying to
asking
get
Sarah.
brownie points with you. Yes, Tariq's.
There
You hear
go.
that, Steve?
That's
Tariq's is
there
better.
you go. Like I'm trying to hand you brownie points and you're
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, I'm okay on that one. All right, like mine's is still growing. Like it takes time. Like
So hold on,
Yeah,
really
so the
quick
more
before
this
we wrap
one
up
grows
though,
out-
because I see you have North Carolina.
yes, sir. She's Tar Heels, baby.
So I recently heard that the URI song might have been jacked. They said that
From them?
the song is with Tar Heel born, with Tar Heel bred, and when we die, we'll be Tar Heel dead.
isn't it the same colors?
Same
too?
colors. We got the
So,
Rams.
so you're
Somebody
right.
has to figure this out.
So
Y'all
you
gotta
alright
figure
are
this out.
thieves. So you alright are thieves.
Why would you say that? Rhode Island's one of the first 13 colonies, and things here tend to be older. So now y'all find out who did it first, alright?
Yeah, but North
And then
Carolina
tell me.
basketball team is better. So.
This state was
I was
originally named what
basketball.
the
I want to shout out
The
Duke. Both my
plantations?
kids have family
Oh.
members that have voted for Duke. Shout out
hell
Duke.
no.
Yeah,
Duke.
yeah.
Oh hell no.
At least Zags over here,
Uh-huh.
right? Zags.
Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make those faces before I invite those family members here to come see you.
Yeah,
Chill, fam.
you don't want to see
Boy,
it.
chill, fam.
Man, you know where I'm at, alright? You know, we at Drew's crib, alright? Look, we Tar Heel fan, alright?
He said we had Drew's.
That ass, like you have to give that ass.
I know we at, alright?
This is so good. He didn't say his address. He said we're at Drew's
We
crib.
at Drew's crib, alright? Look,
Like, come
like,
find us at Drew's crib. This
y'all
is
know where
so
Aldi at?
good.
We at Aldi, alright?
Wow,
This is
chill,
so
like
good.
Yes.
This is so good. He said come to Drew's crib.
I'm dead, but I think that was a wonderful session that we had today, and I do think that you are the #1 contender for the best guest that we've had on the show so far.
Thank you.
I'm not bullshitting you.
I really, really want to come back though. I want you guys to invite me back for the rapid
You wanna-
round because
you
I
wanna-
got mad rapid round
So
questions.
So you
She
want
wants
a part
to-
two?
She just wants to come back just to do rapid round.
I just want to do rapid round. I'm
Just a whole
addicted.
episode of wraparounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
Y'all should make
And
that.
whoever slips up
Y'all should make
first,
that your thing.
then has to take like a shot because they're not fast enough.
Oh, you're gonna have
So Kayla gonna be over here.
Drunk as hell.
Shot now.
No, Taylor's just gonna pull up the laptop, bro. Let's stop frying her. She's not even here to figure herself.
Y'all should do that. You
Hi,
should just go
Keyla.
to random people and rap around and then leave.
That's a smart idea. I like that idea. Just
Rapid
run.
round is dope. Y'all got something though.
Just run.
Just go to the mall.
Yeah, rapid round. Y'all hear that? Rapid round coming on the road soon. You guys should come to Outspoken and do rapid round there with the guests.
Record it.
Just go around and do it.
No, just have a little station.
Yeah.
Sit down. People can sit down for
There's
rapid
spot
round.
podcast. All right, we gonna call some
You
people
know
out.
I'll
We're
do
gonna do rapid round.
I'll
You
do that.
come here.
Do the MC thing that I did at the thing. Just
Oh, it should be a segment like right after the person walks off, Tree just runs in. What's your favorite ice cream?
Nah, you know what they should do? You ever watch like after divorce court and everything, and like after it's done, they come out and do a quick review to talk to him on the mic.
Yo,
Bro, that's what we should do.
that is one of the most disrespectful processes ever.
So
Not
why
for
do
the
you
winner,
feel
right? The winner's always happy for
So why do you feel like you lost the case today? They'd be mad.
So
as
what
hell,
happened?
bro? Yeah.
You know when they lose the case and they know they should have lost, and then they get all humble and nice, like I'm gonna call her later anyways. We good.
Yeah, we good.
We good.
I still got love for her. You know, she's still the mother of my child.
I'm dead. But all right, everybody, that was our wonderful show for the day.
So thank you. If I can please just shameless plug, follow us on Instagram.
Damn,
Twitter,
can we get to that,
and-
please?
No, I'm doing rapid. Y'all took me off.
She said I'm sorry.
I'm rapidly moving through this. Sorry, y'all.
Sana, where can they find you at? Jesus, I'm sorry I take Joe's job. And she over here skipping
I will
parts.
not give you my address like Tariq gave you. Drew's address.
I didn't give the address. I
You
just
can
gave the
find
address.
me on Instagram, Outspoken Pvd. The show again is September 30th at Gateway Center, Roger Williams Park. I look forward to seeing a lot of faces that I know and a lot of new faces.
Yup, I like that. You can find Tariq. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Red Lounge Friday and Saturday 6 to 10. And a cornhole tournament Sunday 3 to 8, I believe. Or 3 8 to 3 to 9.
That's
But
fun.
yeah, if you wanna, it's a cash prize. So if you wanna come in, win some money or some cornhole, let us know. There's still a few spots available as well.
How much is it to enter?
It's $100 per team. It's 2 people on a team, but first place gets like $500. So.
Cornhole is intense.
Mm-hmm.
When you find out cornhole's the new bingo.
Nah, for real.
Uh-huh.
But there's some dirty people out here that are
Cornhole, yeah, they
crazy
love
nasty
them
at
cornhole, so.
I'm like,
Hey.
We need to bring kickball tournaments.
back. We need to make that a thing again.
Oh, they see the shirt. You gotta show off the shirt.
You already know. You know what it is. You know. Softball.
Wait, what about
softball winners?
I want to
You
show
got
my
the-
shirt.
You got the merch on.
I got a shirt.
But yeah.
Now,
I'll
don't
get-
you zoom that thing in.
No, I just got it right
Okay,
on
I was
Outspoken.
about to say.
I
I
got
got
this
the-
picture today.
See, I
I
got
won
good
the
aim.
shirt before. That's all you're finding out.
I'll be at Red Lounge this weekend, Friday, Saturday, 6 to 10 p.m., Sunday, 3 to 8, cornhole tournament. DJ BM2 is there, and then mixing up with Chef Tariq, Ross Roots is on this week, so you know it's gonna be a good vibe.
Ross Roots.
Definitely. ChefTariqCompany.com, that's my website. ChefTariq.com on Instagram and TikTok. ChefTariq401. Also, if you see the big red Ford driving around and you see them magnets with my beautiful face on the side of it, taking pictures, you know, scan the barcode on it, you know what I'm saying? That's what.
Leave
that's
his
what-
license plate out of it, y'all. Be
Yeah, don't
classy.
do that.
Nah, scan that too.
Just scan the list, just scan the barcode. Why would you do that? I didn't put your address out there, okay?
It's the rum punch.
Yeah,
It's
it
all
is.
good.
This one's giving addresses and stuff.
I didn't give out your address. I
Oh,
just said
right over by the
Drewski.
Aldi's.
I said, you know where Aldi is. There's plenty of
There's
Aldi's
more
out
than
there.
one all these.
There's a lot of Aldi's, alright? They didn't know. The Mix and Pop podcast on Instagram and TikTok, MXNG, Pop Pod. Twitch, Shutstreak_CO22, YouTube, Shutstreak, then Spotify and Podcast, Mix and Pop Podcast. Make sure you guys follow us. Like, subscribe, share, get all that good stuff. And also follow Keyla, Zoe_Keyla, and Liquid Gold. Keyla get better. But yeah, that's everything for all of us.
She'll get better. What?
Thank you.
She's sick.
She's gonna be on the next show.
Yeah, she's sick right now. So when she come back, when she feel healthy, she'll be back. That's next week.
Anyway,
Oh, so better.
Kayla, when I see you, I'm gonna black on you. Anyway, you can find me on IG at I love you Drew, I_love you Drew. Upcoming projects, upcoming photo shoots. I even got a photo shoot in the works with Shout Shout over here. We're gonna do our little what was the theme called, Shoni? No Place Like Home, right? Yeah. So that's coming up, upcoming. I do have a photo shoot coming up with Keyla, September 2nd too. And yeah, it's just yeah.
You look
We got-
naked
we
with
got a lot
no.
of stuff.
You look naked with no mustache.
Bro, when I don't shave, you call me a caveman. When I shave, I look naked. Like, what do you want from me, bro?
And afraid.
But also, you can find me on IG
Hurry
at
up,
Second
Kiana
Grade.
wants to kill me.
Huh?
Hurry up, Kiana wants to kill me.
Yes, that too. And yeah, but also you can find me every Sunday on the Chef Tariq show, recording the show. And you can also find me here with my lovely co-host, Chef Tariq and Chef Keyla on the Mixing Pot podcast.
And you can catch Drew at Red Lounge Saturday, 6 to 10, alright? Because he's going to be in the
Whoa. Oh yeah, you did say Saturday. My fault.
Drew's never been there. L Man's. It's crazy.
What are you talking about? I did show up. You just weren't there. So you were the L man.
What day?
Tell him, Tariq.
He came at 9 o'clock that Sunday when I was already cleaning.
And I told you I would show up. And what did I do? Show up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Anyway, but yeah, you can find us all here on the Mixing Pot podcast because, like, what other podcasts are you wasting your time to? Like, don't waste your time. Listen to the Mixing Pot podcast. Do something with your life. Anyway, but also remember to always pass on optimism because that's the message of the show today. Optimism. Pass it on. Right?
You can't be peaceful, be quiet.
Exactly. Tariq, your wisdom? Alright, everybody, and that's the
He's gonna wait till next birthday for wisdom.
For real? Alright, that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next Wednesday.